What is up, my dudes?
I was going to say what up, my dudes.
You were gonna say that?
Yeah.
Say it.
What up, my dudes? me and Daddy are going to snake hunt.
Yeah, we're snake hunting.
Yeah.
All right, my dudes.
In
Before we
Northwest.
get into this video, quick little disclosure I want to give. So, this goes for any of my herping videos, my snake videos. I just want to say, do not ever attempt the handling that you see me do in any of my snake videos, okay? Rattlesnakes are extremely dangerous, and they could put you in a coffin, they could put you in the hospital, they could leave you with a missing hand, missing finger, missing arm, permanent damage. It just is not worth it, okay? I found my first rattlesnake when I was like 12 years old, and I'm 35 now, and I only recently started actually handling them within the past couple years, and that comes with decades of seeing them in the wild, seeing how they behave, learning their body language, their mannerisms, their instincts, all those things. I tend to push the limits on handling and how close I get and all those things, and you should never do that, okay? It isn't worth it, and it doesn't matter how skilled you are or how knowledgeable you are, you're putting yourself at risk. I put myself at risk by doing it. Do not do what I do. Do not copy me. And you should never interact with any snake in the wild, even if you think you know what they are. It's really easy to misidentify them. You should never handle any wild snakes, or any venomous snake for that matter, wild or not. Wes has something to say.
I know some snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's jump into the video. Enjoy. Smash that like button and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Thanks. All right, what's up, my dudes? So my sister-in-law sent me a picture this morning. Me and Ryder, who's filming right now, we were working all day, but she sent us a picture of what looked like a huge Southern Pacific rattlesnake. Her dog was messing with it. It was at my mother-in-law's house, and we just rolled the dice. It was like, what, like 6 hours later, I think. We rolled the dice, went over there just to check it out, see if maybe the snake was still there. Maybe we could possibly turn it up somehow. And literally, this is on 5 acres too, so this snake could have gone anywhere. We roll through the gate, and sure enough, her dog Foxy is over by the fence messing with something. And I didn't think in a million years it would be the rattlesnake again, but we close the gate, we roll up in my truck, and sure enough, Foxy's messing with the rattlesnake. So, man, I should go buy a lottery ticket, because I can't believe we found this snake that easy. I thought we were going to have to search for it. I wasn't filming, because I thought for sure we are going to have to get out of the truck, park, get out, search, not find it. So I rolled up kind of not expecting to find it. So it's crazy that we just rolled right up to it. But anyways, it doesn't have a rattle. So, like, a lot of people might think, you know, that you can just identify dangerous rattlesnakes by the rattle, but what if it doesn't have a rattle? This one in particular is actually missing its tail, so it's never even going to grow a rattle back. A lot of rattlesnakes will bust their rattle on a rock or something. It'll fall off, and then as they shed again, each time they shed, they'll start to accumulate a new rattle again. Every time they shed, it'll add a new segment to the rattle. But this one, I do believe his tail has actually been cut off, and he's probably never going to grow a rattle again. But he is very angry, typical Southern Pacific, super angry. And I'm actually going to be putting this new lid on because it's a screw-on lid. This style lid is super dangerous with venomous snakes because, look, you have to put your fingers in jeopardy to get this thing open. So I don't like this lid at all. I'm going to try to get a peek at him and see where he's at. I swear when I first looked in there, he was gone. Okay, good. He's still in there. Ryder, come in with the camera real quick and just show. Look, he's all flattened out in there. He looks pretty big, but I assure you he's not that big. He is about a 3-foot rattlesnake. He's pretty thick, but highly defensive, like a typical Southern Pacific. And hear him hissing. He's not trying to escape at all, which is weird. He's just been doing this the whole time. He's actually tracking right now, which is where they keep their head on you and they try to move their body away. The whole time up until now, he hasn't done that at all. He's just stayed there. He hasn't struck at all. I don't doubt that he would though. But yeah, I don't know, maybe you could try the 2x zoom, Ryder. Check it out. He has no tail, no rattle. Now, a common misconception with a lot of rattlesnakes, or a lot of people have about rattlesnakes, is that they can strike like 3 times their body length or 2 times their body length. That is not true. I'll try to give you an example right now. So here's his body. He has his hook point, which is basically his stationary portion of his body, which is about the last third of his body. He's gonna try to keep that in contact with the ground, and then he's gonna strike the remaining portion of his body. So he would pretty much strike from here, from about this point forward. So he would be able to strike to about there, I believe. Now, with that being said though, I have encountered some snakes that are literally like a spring. So I've seen videos of it as well, but there's one particular time I encountered a Mojave. I approached it, it was about like this distance, and it struck so hard that it did do like 2/3 of its body, but it struck so hard that its body actually moved forward. So the snake came from about where this one is now to about here on me. Gave me a really big scare. So definitely don't push your luck. I'm pushing my luck right now. That's just what I do. Don't do what I do, guys. But another thing, I don't like to exaggerate about the deadliness, I guess you would say, or the risk of these rattlesnakes. But as far as rattlesnakes go in North America, this is not one you want to get bit by. This is a very, very, very potent snake, especially one this size. There is the tiger rattlesnake in Arizona that has a deadlier venom. There's also the Mojave rattlesnake. A lot of you call it the Mojave green because of its green appearance. It's actually just called a Mojave though. That have worse venom than this one. And then there's the Western Diamondback and the Eastern Diamondback, which also have really bad venom, but that's due to their size, like typically, because they give such a large dose of venom. That is why they're so deadly. This guy right here, his size, he's about 3 feet. You can see how big his head is, and that gives you an idea right here in this region about how big his venom glands are. He is an extremely deadly snake. This snake is no joke. Like, it can literally kill you. This snake is responsible for almost all of the rattlesnake bites in Southern California. It's very, very common. It's seen everywhere. They're highly adapted to any environment. Rocks, trees, pine forests, down by the coast, in the grasslands, on the plains, in the desert. These snakes are literally everywhere. They're not like specks and red diamonds and sidewinders and Mojaves that have very specific habitat requirements. These snakes literally can live anywhere. I was born and raised in Big Bear Lake, California. That's at 6,000 feet elevation. It's buried in snow half the year. These snakes are everywhere up there. They're a lot darker up there than they are down here. Obviously, they live up in the high elevation. They got to be able to absorb more sunlight, you know, to heat themselves up when they bask. That's my theory, at least, on why they're so dark up there. But this guy, speaking of dark, this guy in particular, he's very dark as well. He's a very dark Southern Pacific. He has lots of hues of green and gray, but overall, he's a very dark Southern Pacific. He's cool looking. I like him. Another really cool thing about him is he has this, he does have the typical coon tail, but which is the black and white stripes toward the tail. But the really cool thing is what's left of his poor little tail is pretty much solid black right there. That's pretty cool. But this snake, most likely you will survive if you get bit by it, right? Hopefully, if you get to the hospital in time, you take the right precautions, you get immediate medical attention, most likely you're gonna survive. But you're also most likely gonna have permanent damage to whatever body part gets hit. You know, you're gonna have permanent nerve damage. You could lose a finger, you could lose a hand. You could definitely die. You could absolutely 100% die from this snake. But yeah, with that being said, we are going to relocate this guy. Just picked him up. We've been working all day. We just wanted to get home. Otherwise, we would have gone out and released him already. But for now, he's gonna go back in the bucket. But yeah, as I was saying to you, look at him. He's just chilling. I think he's not trying to get away. I think it's because Foxy, the dog, was just messing with him so much. He just got sick of it, which is kind of funny because right where we caught him, which I'll show that video as well, where Foxy was messing with him, there's literally a gopher hole in the ground like that big, like 6 to 8 inches and maybe a foot in front of this snake. He could have just dipped right down it, no problem. For some reason, he didn't. But yeah, he's spring loaded, ready to bite. I've put my phone, the camera, I'll roll that footage too. I put it right in his face several times already. He hasn't struck once. So some snakes just aren't inclined to bite, even though he's huffing and puffing and he's coiled up and he's in that classic Western Diamondback, you know, type pose, ready to strike. He's just not striking. Don't know what it is. Definitely not going to take my chances and put my hand in front of him or anything like that. But yeah, I want to get a, you know, I do like to handle them. I would like to get a hand on him, but look, it doesn't matter what I do. I just can't get him to uncoil. He's just coil packed, ready to go. So probably not the best candidate for doing any kind of handling. Like I said, not that I would encourage that anyways, but see, there's that classic Western Diamondback type pose that he keeps doing. I love that. It's really cool, super intimidating. Luckily, no one got bit. Luckily, the dog didn't get bit. Yeah, overall, just super lucky and blessed to get this encounter with this snake and that no one got hurt and that we were able to actually find this guy. I'm stoked. It's a good day. Oh, there. Oh, he finally struck. Whoa. Oh, dude, he got venom on my phone. Wow, that's not good. Hey, I guess he is locked and loaded, ready to strike. He ain't messing around. He just fully envenomated my phone case. Oh, bam, again. All right, you guys, time to release the Southern Pacific rattlesnake. We're relocating him. We're about I don't know, a mile, maybe a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles from the freeway, back in this preserve. As you can see, it's just perfect habitat. So, oh man, that is a good looking snake. He's been sitting in the bucket in the garage. It's Sunday right now. He's been in there since Friday evening, so he's a little cold probably. But well, let me see if I can get a handle on him real quick. Look at that rattlesnake, guys. He's very pretty. Very good looking snake. All right, buddy, this is your new home. Stay away from people and doggies. Nice little spot right here. Boulders as far as the eye can see. But also, check this out. He's got this nice little cave right here. Hey man, you're free. You don't have to get mad now. Hey man, you missed the cave entrance. It's over there. It's only like 60 degrees right now, so he's probably not digging this weather. Okay, Autumn, come here. Yeah. I'm just gonna lead him, just gonna guide him into that hole, in that cave.
Do I stand right here?
Yeah. Good spot. Oops.
You're not getting that back.
I can use the bucket as a bite block. Come on, buddy, go to the cave. There he goes. Right, great success. Now, while we're here, we're gonna go look for some snakes. This is looking super snaky. Autumn just found it was either a king snake or a gopher snake shed. Really fresh one. So that's a good sign.
Okay, I gotta get some of the cookies out of my shoe on this one.
Okay. I'll give you guys a quick idea of the environment that we just released him into. So there's plenty of shade, cover, plenty of food supply. There's little rat's nests everywhere. Plenty of caves to get underground. Looks like an old avocado orchard or something, because there's all these dead, what I believe are avocado trees everywhere. That's a decent size, and there's a hole right there. Well, it has no rattle. What the hell? it's completely missing its rattle. It's not just like gone, it's like missing like the whole end of its tail. You see that?
Yeah.
He's ready to kill. It's a good looking one. It's kind of small. I thought it was bigger in the picture. Dang, this thing isn't even striking. Check it out, guys. It doesn't even have a rattle. His tail is just completely missing. All right, dude, you're not welcome here anymore. You gotta go into the buckets. Yeah, he is pretty thick.
Kind of change depending on if they've eaten.
All right, my dudes, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. Let me know what you think if you want more educational content like this, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace!